The 911 call involving George Zimmerman's current girlfriend has been released.
911, you need police, fire, medical.
I need police right now.
Okay, what's your address?
You're the one breaking stuff in my house.
Ma'am, what's going on?
He's in my house breaking all my shit because I asked him to leave. He has his freaking gun breaking all of my stuff right now.
Okay.
I'm doing this again? You just broke my glass table. You just broke my sunglasses, and you put your gun in my freaking face and told me to get the fuck out because this is not your house. No, get out of here.
Okay, what is your name? Okay, where's his weapon at?
He just put it down.
Okay, and this is 13.
No, get out of my house. Do not push me out of my house. Please get out of my house. You're gonna... Are you serious right now?
I'm sorry.
Are you kidding me? He just pushed me out of my house and locked me out.
Okay, you're outside now?
Yeah, he locked me out of my house.
So Zimmerman says, of course, none of it happened, except for the fact that we just kind of heard a play-by-play of it happening. Now, she could be the world's greatest actress, and she could have been the whole time like she's smashing her own glasses, and she's like, I cannot believe you smashed my glasses, George Zimmerman.
Yeah.
But that seemed pretty authentic.
Of course, what I'm about to say is pure speculation because more evidence can come out proving otherwise. But in terms of him breaking the glass table, I think that that's likely. But considering how she's speaking back to him or talking back to him, I don't know if I believe that he held a gun to her. Because if he did, she would be very frightened and she wouldn't be saying what she was saying, like as aggressively as she's saying. I don't know, I'm just saying, like I'm putting myself in her shoes. And if someone had pointed a shotgun at me, there's no way in hell I'm gonna stand there with a phone saying, get the fuck out of my house, and you know, basically pissing him off further. I would want to get the hell out of there, maybe get on my cell phone in a different location and then call a dispatcher.
So a couple of things. Number one, everybody reacts differently.
Yeah.
Number two, you don't live with George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman plays with those guns all the time. So she might be kind of used to it by now. He's got like 3 different guns, including a shotgun.
Yeah, in this particular case, she reported that there was a shotgun and an assault rifle.
Right. And number 3, you might be right. So you shouldn't judge Zimmerman guilty on this until you hear all the evidence, and you haven't really heard his side yet. And he called 911, and we'll get to that as well. And you know, you'll have a trial presumably, and we'll see what happens there. Well, what is interesting about and the particular details of who broke what and who pointed what to whom, right? We do know that when the cops got there, Zimmerman was in the house. She was out of the house.
Yeah, and he did barricade himself inside the house.
He did.
Yeah.
So all the evidence, and the cops arrested him. All the evidence that the cops got on the scene seemed to indicate that she was telling the truth and he wasn't, at least on a lot of the details, not necessarily all the details.
So let me read you a quote from the deputy sheriff, or I'm sorry, the deputy chief. He says she was very concerned for her own safety, especially having the weapon pointed at her and then being pushed out. So that was a statement from an official. So as you mentioned, Cenk, yes, at this point, authorities believe that what she is saying is correct, but if she does decide to press charges or if prosecutors press charges, of course there needs to be more evidence. So,
by the way, I mean, if George Zimmerman is innocent on all of this stuff, he's the unluckiest guy in the world. Because this is, forget the Trayvon situation, this is a 3rd domestic violence issue for George Zimmerman. There was one before the Trayvon Martin situation.
In 05.
In 05, right? And then afterwards, he just had the domestic disturbance with his estranged wife, Shelley Zimmerman.
Last September.
Right, and now he has this. Boy, what an unlucky guy. He just keeps running into crazy girls who wind up at the end of his, you know, threats and assaults, etc. Poor guy. Same thing with Trayvon Martin. Poor guy got assaulted by that 17-year-old with his Skittles. You know, just, boy, he just keeps getting unlucky, right?
So we don't have his 911 call, but we do have what he said in the 911 call, so let me read it to you. He called the dispatcher and said, I have a girlfriend who, for the lack of a better word, has gone crazy on me. And then he went on to say that he did not point a shotgun at her. That was the gist of the 911 call. And at that point, authorities had shown up and he cooperated with them fully. He was compliant, so there were no issues there.
Yeah, whenever the cops show up, all of a sudden he's a kitty cat, right? Like, before the cops are there, you know, we've got reports of him smashing things. Well, we have video of him smashing things. He shoots people. He threatens people. The cops are, he's like, what, me? Yeah, I don't know how I wound up in her house and how she wound up kicked out of her own house. Golly gee, it wasn't me, officer. It's never me. And by the way, you know, the sickness of all of this is that, so George Zimmerman got famous. And by the way, look at his girlfriend. Okay?
Yeah,
No, keep it real. Keep it real. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
So
do you really want me to keep it real? You want me to keep it real?
Okay.
People are going to hate this. I think that she is crazy, absolutely out of her mind to even consider dating someone like him.
I know, it's the fame.
No,
So
but
I know the
and
whole
it's
thing's a
disgusting.
sickness.
Yeah, it's terrible.
No, I know, right? So, I mean, you also take what she says with a grain of salt. She's crazy enough to date Zimmerman, right?
Exactly.
No, so I got you on that, right? But, I mean, you think that she would have gone out with George Zimmerman if he wasn't the famous guy who shot Trayvon Martin and got off? You saw the picture. Come on, man. There isn't a person in America that isn't looking at that picture going, okay, let's keep it real here. Like, it wasn't going to happen. So Zimmerman is living high on the hog, man. He thinks he's above the law, and he is. Even on his domestic disturbance with his estranged wife, he got off on that. He gets off on everything. And now he's got this hot girlfriend who he thinks is crazy. Now he's threatening her. But, you know, he's like, man, shooting that guy really worked out for me.
Yeah. Something very strange also happened when he was talking to the dispatcher. He claimed that she was pregnant with their child. However, a police official said that that was not true, that she is not pregnant.
It's kind of weird. It's as if George Zimmerman might not be telling the truth.
I don't know what that was all about, but that was also a little wrinkle in the story.
Maybe he's a pathological liar.